I am the body transporter. I specialize in pain and slaughter. I'll make your lifespan shorter. I am the body transporter. I specialize in pain and slaughter. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm the original sheller, storyteller, cocaine seller, no Cinderella. Old school like Nelson Mandela. I'm a killer but I don't come from the favela. Bust your head with a bottle of Stella. Spray man up like insect repeller. Ain't gonna take no talk from a fella. When it starts raining you're gonna need more than an umbrella. If you wanna clash, we can do it on the beat or we can do it a cappella. Fuck you up like salmonella. Fuck you up like rubella.
So just give us a little summary of your martial arts background and how you got into it.
I've always been into it as a kid. I've gone to various martial arts clubs as a youngster, like talking like 8 or 9 years old. Kind of stopped a little bit. Found a Thai boxing club when I was about 12, 13, and stuck with it ever since then. Got into jiu-jitsu not long after, but it was like more of a Japanese sort of based jiu-jitsu, but it was like a sport jiu-jitsu, so it weren't like just your traditional wrist locks or anything. It was still competitive in terms of like, you know, going to competitions, so like point scoring throws and stuff like that. So it was kind of like more of a judo based jiu-jitsu. And that's pretty much how I met Paul Sutherland. So I've known him for like years now. So yeah. And then from there, found BJJ when I was about 16, 17, and just really got heavily into it, really. So from there, and just started to find all the wrestling, and all the other stuff, boxing, BJJ, MMA. So yeah, from there really. Yeah, there was like a show in Bristol, and I used to get the flyers through the post. I was like, oh wow, I want to do this. Yeah, and that was like the big thing back then. And then like Cage Rage came around, and then I managed to get on it myself as a youngster. Once I started getting into it, and then started getting into all these other shows as well. Yeah, so I mean this sport's taken me a lot of places, and yeah, that's just the highlight of my career in general. Just getting to travel all these different places: Japan, America, you know, the Middle East. So yeah, I mean, just doing that in general. That's the highlight of it.
The last 5 years, has there been, you campaigned a bit at bantamweight? Can you tell us a bit about that experience, and now you're going back to featherweight? Yeah,
I mean, all it was, I was like kind of that sort of tricky weight where I was kind of light for a featherweight, but heavy for a bantam. So, you know, I've never tried bantam before. So, and people talk like because my American manager at the time, and I was training in America a lot, and he was like, "Oh, you should try it." You know, and I was kind of a bit in denial because I was comfortable at fighting a featherweight, and I was doing well, you know. But you know, I think I came off a loss to Mike Corey, and it was like, yeah, you got to try bantamweight.
Mike Corey was big, I saw him.
Yeah, and I mean, whenever I was fighting in America, I was always fighting bigger people, so that's what kind of made me decide to go to bantamweight. So I thought I'd try it, and every time I cut to bantamweight, it was a struggle. You know what I mean? It was like a hit or miss to whether I performed well or not because of the heavy cut. You know, and I just come to the conclusion that like it defeats the whole point of cutting all that weight and then losing all your strength, because the whole point of going down to that weight is to be stronger. But once I've cut that weight, I've got no strength because obviously I've put it all into the weight cut, and I'm gassed after like a minute or two. So yeah, so I've decided to come back up now after about five fights. So yeah, so I mean I don't think I was outskilled. I just thought, you know, it was just that the weight cut was just too much for me, and it was even a struggle just to carry my weight lower than what I usually would. You know what I mean? I have to diet every day, and I love my food, to be honest. You know, it's probably taking years off my life every time I cut to bantamweight. You know, so it was a major struggle. You know, that was the fight alone. That was more the fight. That was more the actual fight than the actual fight, if you know what I mean. Getting the weight cut right. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, and I just used to dread it every time, and it kind of put me off the sport a little bit.
Don't hate me cause I'm massive all over. As soon as you try clash, it's all over. Trust me, dog. Always putting in work like a grafter. Don't wanna win a Mobo or a BAFTA. Can't send for me and chat to me after. Throw man away like leftover pasta. My bars can cause a disaster. Kill you like HIV but faster. Boss your head with an Xbox One adapter. Run a man down in a tractor. Everybody knows I'm gully like Gaza. Still don't wear Gucci or Prada. Nike or Adidas, what would you rather? Call me your uncle, call me your father. When I spit bars, it's drama. Like when you get a fucked up haircut from a barber. When I go to war, it's like Pearl Harbor. Don't say anything, don't say nada. I am the body transporter. I specialize in pain and slaughter. I'll make your lifespan shorter. I am the body transporter. I specialize in pain and slaughter. You know what I mean? Yeah.
obviously in the UK we got like a bit of a different style. We're more like striker based over here in comparison to the wrestlers in America. So yeah, it was good to train with all these different styles and like get different eyes looking at me in terms of coaches, you know, and it helped me change my style a little bit too. I got my BJJ black belt under Brolo Estima. You know, I've trained with some great guys. So yeah, I've been doing it for years now. So I mean, I've won a lot of fights by submission anyway. So it's always been a part of me since the start of my MMA career, anyways. But yeah, so I think I'm quite well-rounded in all areas. So I think I can strike well, and I think my submissions are there too. So. Obviously, I mean, obviously, my ultimate goal obviously is to get to the UFC. I mean, I've missed out on a few opportunities doing that because obviously I've been stuck in contracts elsewhere. Like when I was in the Bellator contract, when I had my Bellator contract, I got offered by Zuffa. When I was in Sengoku, I got offered by WEC, and you know, so I mean, I've had about 3 offers, but each time I was in a sticky situation where I was in an exclusive contract elsewhere, so I couldn't do it. So hopefully the stars will align one day, and I'll get that opportunity.
So, Ronnie, do you want to shout out any of your sponsors?
Yeah, my main sponsor is Scramble for all my clothing. They provide me with like stuff to train with all the time. SNUK Sport Nutrition. They provide me with all the fuel to train with, like, you know, so I could train hard. Trojan Free Athletics, another clothing brand. Lux Jewelers, again, they provide me with a nice watch. Shout out to my own gym, Ironman MMA, which is in Evesham. Even though I'm training here for the fight, Paul's helping me for the fight, but I also represent my own gym, Ironman MMA. Yeah, and that's pretty much it really in terms of sponsorship. I mean, there probably is some others out there, but you know, but they're the main sponsors. Yeah.
That's cool. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Very much, yeah.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Good.
No worries, man.
All right, that's it. Nice one.